You know, it's also pretty good this time of year because training camp is underway for the Carolina Panthers. Practices are open to the public so fans can get their first glimpse of the new team. They'll notice the helmets look a lot different this time around, like they've got extra padding on the outside. WFMY News 2's Jalen Gilkey found out why.
Yeah, guys, these padded covers you see here are called Guardian caps. They go over the helmet and are considered an extra layer of protection for the players. And according to Guardian Cap and the NFL's chief medical officer, this padding can drastically reduce the forces created when helmets collide. And the hope is to minimize future brain damage.
The basic principle is by providing an extra layer of foam and padding, it's reducing some of the force that would get transmitted through the helmet if an impact occurs. We know that there's always going to be some head contact in sports. Players hit the ground or inadvertently hit each other. So what we're really aiming to do here is to reduce that force that's transmitted through the helmet to the player's brain, which is ultimately going to result in a higher degree of safety for the player.
The NFL has mandated the Guardian cap from the beginning of training camp through the second week of the preseason for some position groups, but they're not alone. Multiple colleges in our state use them as well, such as App State, UNC Charlotte, and North Carolina Central. Some high schools want them too. Dudley head coach Stephen Davis says he'd like to see them required for Pee Wee players all the way through the pros.
I think the Guardians are great, and I'm talking about for all levels, because you reduce the contact. If you can do something that reduces the risk of injuries, let's do it.
At this point, there is no state in the country that requires Guardian caps to be worn at any level, but Burlington Williams High School here out in Alamance County is one of the few programs here in our state that has implemented the policy for all practices that helmets are worn.